turmoil continues to engulf ITV's This Morning as Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield try to put on a united front, as they did again today. There are rumours the daytime telly duo are at war, and it's clearly showing on air because the show has shed 170,000 viewers in just a week.
Joining us live is showbiz journalist Nigel Pawley. Hi, Nigel.
Evening, Daisy. Evening, Kevin.
I think this was a very significant moment because the whole story of Phil and Holly, the golden couple, is they've always maintained ratings, but the dirty little secret of ITV is when they're replaced by people on holiday cover or for any reason they're both off, other couples get exactly the same ratings. So they never particularly put ratings on, but they didn't lose any. Now, we've had this psychodrama going on now for more than a week, splashed across the front pages, day after day after day. You know, stories of Phil bringing in lawyers, Holly hiring special PR agents to polish up her image, her saying, if he doesn't go, I will, all of this. And today, this discord was reflected in the ratings. Now, this is a programme that I think gets between 600 and 800,000 viewers a day. It lost 170,000 viewers yesterday with the golden couple, the former golden couple, on the sofa. Something will happen here now. Surely someone's going to go, aren't they, Nigel?
Well, it's quite interesting because normally if you have any sort of publicity, as Top Gear did in the past with bad stuff about class, and ratings actually go up. Normally, when you're in the news every day, as this couple have been, people watch to see the car crash. In this occasion, they're not watching. This means that the golden couple really have lost their luster, and I think the golden couple will be losing one of the part components come the summer break, and not be back in September because this can't go on. And the idea that they have bringing in PR agents to try and boost their image together is ridiculous because the whole image has been crafted by ITV and their agents' PRs over many years. So the fact it's gone, I think things started going downhill, I think, with the queue jumping at the Queen's coffin when she was lying in state. And I just think that they haven't really recovered from that, or Phil hasn't. I think Phil is taking the fall for it. Friday, his brother is sentenced. He's on a day off, but that's going to be another difficult time. It's going to be another difficult weekend. And no daytime popular show can continue with the host or one of the hosts being the story. It just doesn't work, and television doesn't work that way.
Nigel, I wanted to ask you, just picking up on what Kevin was saying there about the figures. I mean, obviously losing viewers is never good for a TV show, but how important is This Morning to ITV overall?
Well, in overall terms, it's quite a small show. As you say, it has less than 1 million viewers. So from that point of view, that, you know, good dramas, the Eurovision got 12, 13 million. But it's a key thing because it gets into the right audience for them. It gets into female viewers. It gets into guests, and it is the way that launches, you know, the whole of the day. People tune into that in the morning and then stick with ITV. That's the whole thing. And it always has been a show that is perfect for getting into newspapers because it's on in the morning. It hits the deadlines for newspapers. It gets into their conference for their meetings for lunchtime. Oh, this has happened on this morning. They've got the afternoon to work on it. Perfect. So that's how they've over the years have managed to keep in the spotlight. But I'm mystified. Kevin and myself both worked on tabloid newspapers for years. We both know how the game works. We both know that if you're constantly in the papers, normally there's an interest.
Yeah, but I think the thing here, Nigel, I think that this has gone too far. And that's what I suspected, exactly what you were thinking, that actually the ITV people are saying, hey, we're on the front page every day. Doesn't matter what the story is. No publicity is bad publicity. Therefore, our ratings will go up. But they haven't. And this is supposed to be a happy, snappy magazine show to get your sunshine days starting.
That's right.
Now it's got the proverbial cloud of rain over it. And I think my speculation is I think Mr. Schofield will be walking very soon. What do you think?
I think so. I think it's gone from Happy Valley into Frozen. And you can't have a happy television show, even if they were crafted, the illusion was crafted that they were close when they weren't. They did it very well for 13 or 14 years. But now it's clear that they don't really get on.
Yeah.
The viewer can see that they can't get on. Any efforts they make to try and say we're now all best of pals is not going to work. Viewers aren't stupid.
Just wanted to say one last thing, Nigel. I thought it was extraordinary yesterday that when they, against all odds, decided to share the sofa again, this psychodrama all over the front pages for a week, and they sat down and never mentioned it for the whole show. Really bizarre, and I think a sign that that relationship is seriously on the rocks.
It's gone forever, and got to remember there's a summer break coming up. This Morning traditionally has a summer break in the end of June, July. Their contracts are up in September. I think only one contract will be renewed.
And it's extraordinary, really, to think about when Holly Willoughby was given that job 13, 14 years ago. People were so surprised, and all the stories were that Phil had absolutely insisted, you know, she was his chosen one. He was creating her career. He was making her career. And I'm assuming that he thought, therefore, she'd be eternally grateful.
Yeah, but she has been, but she's 20 years younger. She's in the peak. She went into the jungle. She stood in for Ant when he was disposed. She is marketable and sellable, and she's also no longer with Phil Schofield's agents. They used to be run by the same agent. They used to be managed by the same company.
Well, Nigel, there's a vacancy on the sofa for this morning. Next week, I expect to see you sitting next to Holly. Thank you so much, Nigel Pawley there.